Hey guys, he's here back with another Verasity video. So Verasity got the breakout. This is the daily candles. Let's actually zoom out real quick a little bit farther so you can really see it. It looks like we're breaking out. I mean, we're pretty from just the top of the symmetrical triangle. We're 15% above it, and we actually wicked to 23% above it earlier today. We're currently sitting at 0.0097, but we did wick to just over 1 cent. So we did finally get over to 1 cent, and this is kind of what I was talking about last time. I think when we were here, I was saying that I think we were like in this downward movement, somewhere like in this trend here, this downward movement trend, and I was saying it's usually the second leg that takes us to the top, but I wasn't sure if we would break it just yet, but looks like we did break it. So even if we do come down a little bit, then maybe 8 cents now would be some support. If it came back to retest like just under 9 cent, like 8.8, maybe it'll probably hold its support. And honestly, as long as Bitcoin just goes sideways, even, I think it's gonna slowly climb up. But as long as it's doing what it's doing, I don't see any reason why any of this has to stop yet. I think we might actually be in an altcoin season because, I mean, you can even see today Bitcoin is down 0.5% right now, but altcoins are like up, like almost up double digits, like almost every altcoin. Well, not really, but a lot of them, and even the ones that aren't even up that much, they're still up like 5%. So pretty good day today. I think that actually let me pull up the Fibonacci retracement. Switch back to the weekly candle so you can really see on the weekly. Looks like we did break through it. There's still 3 days left of this candle, but I think Bitcoin will be okay for the next 3 days. And if I pull up the Fibonacci retracement levels, you can kind of see where we are now and what we did, right? So like when we came back down to the bottom of the trend line, all we were really doing of the parallel channel, we were actually just bouncing off of the 2.0.236, right? So there was nothing wrong with that even. And then we actually did briefly stall. Last time we made the video, we were actually stalling at the 0.33 level, and now we are above the 0.382. I do think that we're probably heading to the zero point 0.5 level, which is at around 1.35 cents. So that's still, pretty juicy move even from where we are now. It's still another, you know, 38%. So pretty big move to continue. I think we are going to continue. 'Cause like I said, I think Bitcoin's just going to continue doing what it's doing. So I think all these altcoins are just going to continue what it's doing. So I think the next level to look out for, I guess you could actually say maybe it's this peak up here that we said back in February of 2023. So actually, just over a year ago, we set this peak at 1.1 cents. So we haven't taken that out yet, but I do think we will, and I do think we'll make our way to the zero point 0.5 retracement level. And I mean, I guess we'll see what happens when we get there, but I do think we're gonna get there. And I think this is extremely bullish for Veracity. I mean, I think it's just bullish in general for like basically the entire crypto space. But I mean, we're breaking out before the halving, and I'm pretty sure after the halving we're gonna get a massive move up again. So getting a move up before the halving is definitely a good sign. But also remember the POV marker tokens are moving in like a few months now. So I think that Veracity, even sooner than I was expecting, because I was expecting it to reach up to these levels again, like where it was at during the peak bull run of 2021. Kind of expecting that later this year, but we actually might be getting it earlier than even I was expecting. So I guess we'll see, but it's looking pretty good. And next stop, I guess, like I said, probably 1.1 cent, and then if not, then the 0.5 retracement, which is at 1.13. So those are the two levels to look out for next. Let me just draw them. It's right there at its peak, and then right here. So like about these two lines. And actually, if you just want to talk about the next level after the 0.5, just to like see where it's at, it is the 0.618, and I am pretty certain Veracity will eventually get there. I don't know if it's gonna get there like right off of this move. Like it could, like we could just blast straight through it. But the 0.618 is at around 2 cents, 2.1 cents. So I'm going to draw one line up here. And yeah, so those are the 3 levels right now that I'm looking for Veracity to go to. Are we going to make it there? I think to at least, the first, I think honestly the 0.5 will probably make it to, but we'll see if we get to the 0.618. As long as Bitcoin keeps doing what it's doing, and I do think it's going to. So let's take a look at the Bitcoin pair. And yeah, the Bitcoin pair looking pretty good. I will say we're still like pretty low if you think about it, like on the Bitcoin pair. Even though we're actually getting a nice move, like Bitcoin's also just been like crazy too. So on the Bitcoin pair, actually, it's moving up, right? Like we did get the bounce, and we spoke about this in the last video where I was saying this pattern on the 15-minute charts usually leads to an upward movement, and looks like we are getting the upward movement. But we're still like, just in this box, which is like at the bottom if you really like think about it. But the thing is, guys, like I actually think Veracity, like when Veracity, in my opinion, gets this like massive move, like a move kind of like this, right? Because this was like 450%, or like a move like this, or like, this move here, like this crazy move. Like when Veracity gets one of these moves, I actually think that's only going to happen when we break out of the Bitcoin pair. So like once we see this chart, zoom in a bit. Once we see this, maybe like we come up right here, like once we start going like this outside, like breaking out of this falling wedge pattern, that's when these candles are printing. That is when I think we'll be seeing a move on the USD pair of like something of one of these like type of moves that I circled. So yeah, so not quite there yet, because the Bitcoin pair is still doing its thing. It's not breaking out on the Bitcoin pair, but it is breaking out on the USD pair. So I do think that definitely counts for something. But the massive move, like the huge moves we're looking for, I do think we have to wait until we break out of the Bitcoin pair. So I mean, it's still looking really good. It still feels really good, especially because we've just been following this coin for a while, and we've been actually in this pattern for a long time. I mean, just right here was January, the first week of 2023, and we're about to be in March of 2024. So this was a long time of consolidating and playing out this symmetrical triangle and just bouncing off the bottom of the parallel channel. But I think because we just consolidated for so long, I think a massive move will come. And it'll feel really good when it does come. So yeah, guys, that's Veracity update for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.